animal that we fear the most is the one we can't live without.
Nature created them for a reason. Now human beings just, they don't care.
There's no campaign like a Greenpeace campaign to save the sharks.
They're the scourge of the ocean, and everyone should go and catch one.
That was 2007. It's been nearly a decade since the critically acclaimed documentary Sharkwater brought the plight of sharks to the world's attention. Amazing filmmaker Rob Stewart is now working on a follow-up to that called Sharkwater Extinction and joins us with more this morning. Good to see you again, Rob.
Thanks for having me.
I'd like to say good to see you again, but really I'm like, oh no, that means something's up again. And what does this mean? Because you were with us in 2007, of course, bringing that to the masses. And let's talk about the good that came from that movie, thanks to you. You reported on finning. What is finning?
Shark finning is the process of pulling a shark out of the water, cutting off just its fin, and throwing the body back, which wastes 95+% of the animal, decimated shark populations, all for shark fin soup. Yeah. And throughout the world, that's banned now pretty well everywhere.
Okay, so you think that would mean there would be a replenishment, a whole bunch of an ability for them to flourish in the ocean? Not so much. You've stumbled upon something huge.
Yeah, you would hope so. Now that people have to land sharks with their bodies and fins attached, they've created industries out of the bodies. And right now, we know we're killing about 150 million sharks a year. And aside from fins, sharks are turning up in cosmetics. They're in lipsticks and moisturizer and eyeliner. They're in pet food, livestock feed, and they're even renaming shark things like rock salmon, flake, and whitefish. So we don't know we're eating a 450 million-year-old super predator.
How is this happening under our noses in this day of information where people are constantly demanding to know what's inside products?
Exactly. Because people have been so afraid of sharks for so long, sharks can be massacred, slaughtered, and mistreated without anyone really noticing. Except us, baby. So we're here ringing the bell, and I think, you know, if you're smearing sharks in your face, you should be made aware of that. And if there's a shark in your sandwich and you think you're eating a fish, you should be made aware of that as well.
And tell us what the root problem is with all of this, because people are thinking, okay, so let's say that is happening. What's the problem?
Sharks were the first vertebrate on Earth with jaws, 200 million years before the dinosaurs, before there were trees, before the continents sat in the current position. There were sharks in the oceans exerting a predatory force. So everything that's evolved in the oceans for the last 450 million years has been shark tested. And the oceans give us at least half of the oxygen in the air that we breathe. They're responsible for the main protein for at least 1 billion of us. The oceans are the most important ecosystem for our own survival. So our livelihood is very intimately linked to the survival of sharks. And if we let them go, that's going to mean a big problem for us in the future.
How close are we to that? I know you are having a sense of urgency filming this follow-up. You've started, but you need help funding that with Kickstarter. We'll talk about that in a bit. How in danger are they of being an endangered or extinct species?
Shark populations in general are down 90+%. And some species, you know, the oceanic white tip, which we feature in our movie, is down 99%. And that was once the most abundant predator on the planet.
Can we fix it?
We can fix it for sure, and all the legislation is in place if we actually made it meaningful, if the public forced this into be, you know, the world should be shark free. You should know if your products contain shark, and some marine protected areas, some sharks on endangered species list, and we can restore the oceans again.
Our ecosystem depends on this. Our lives, the air that we breathe depends on this. So you can support Rob in Sharkwater Extinction. The Kickstarter campaign to help him complete this film is actually available online through our website, breakfasttelevision.ca. Thank you for the crucial work that you do. We could do this, right?